You want to smell like a gentleman? I've got you covered. Here are 10 of the best masculine colognes that will make anyone smell like a classy gent. Sometimes we want to wear fragrances just for fun, we want to wear fragrances for the gym, maybe certain fragrances for a date night, but then sometimes we want to smell like a gent. We want to smell elegant, refined and sophisticated. Maybe it's a special occasion, maybe we're wearing a suit, but we just want to smell well put together. For me, these aren't everyday wear fragrances. I think you probably could wear some of them every day, but these are fragrances that I save until I've got an occasion or I'm in the mood to smell like a proper gent. I'm talking James Bond, characters from Guy Ritchie movies, even characters from the Kingsman movies. We go in there. Speaking of movies, the first one makes me think of an actor and a specific character that this actor has played every time. I can't remember if I read somewhere that he wore this scent. Maybe I did. That's why I have the association. The first one is Vetiver from Guerlain. This is such a potent, slightly animalic, old school, heavy hitting notes like oak moss, tobacco and leather. You might notice this is the older style of bottle. Guerlain have now changed their bottle shapes. Everything comes in that square, chunky bottle. But as far as I know, same juice. I'm not gonna lie, this one does smell a little bit dated, but somehow not in a negative way, in a really positive way. I wear this fragrance and I feel like I'm a gent from the 60s. And the 60s was kind of cool, I think. Very masculine scent. This is a sort of rough around the edges gentleman, and the person who I always think of when I smell this fragrance is Sean Connery when he was at the peak of playing James Bond. Sean Connery in a suit. That suit was just holding in that rug of hair on his chest that was dying to burst out. Well, that hair was probably soaked with vetiver from Guerlain. For the next one, we're going from an English spy all the way to New York City with fragrance de Bois New York Intense. This is fruity, spicy, woody with a gorgeous resinous myrrh. This is a very strong, potent fragrance. Performance is insane. Well, I guess intense. It's got a little bit of a Middle Eastern twist, but it's still very modern and classy. Someone who I think would pair really well with this scent is Glenn Powell. I just think he'd suit it. He's got a bit of intensity and he's American. I don't know if he's from New York, but I think he'd wear this. This one is one I associate with a gent in a perfectly tailored suit. Trumpa's Sandalwood Cologne. Very warming sandalwood and vanilla florals with classic cologne notes of lemon, lavender and clary sage. The thing I like about Trumpa's fragrances is they're not a fragrance house, they're a male grooming house. So their fragrances are very much geared towards the well-groomed gent. It's a very timeless scent, it's very affordable as well. This 50ml bottle is just £50. You can get the 100ml for 88, which is even better value. When I think of Trumpa's Sandalwood Cologne, I think of Colin Firth from The Kingsman. Over to France now, and if it's French, it's got to be Chanel. This is Egoiste. Old school masculine smell, spicy and floral, with strong, robust notes like tobacco and leather. This stuff smells like old school, masculine, French chic. Think of a very classy French gentleman, and I think he would be wearing Chanel's Egoiste. It's powerful, yet sophisticated. Someone who comes to mind when I think of this fragrance is Omar Sy from Lupin. He's got the ego, but he's also got the refinement and sophistication. All right, here's an absolute beaut from Tom Ford. It's got to be Beau de Jour. Classic barbershop style scent with a very heavy emphasis on lavender. This is another pretty big smell, very diffusive, great projection, great performance on this, lasts a long time. It's got that classic gentlemanly shaving foam smell. It's herbal, there's rosemary and basil. The type of person I think would wear this is someone who has a bit of maturity, lots of life experience, but still effortlessly cool. I've got to go with Matthew McConaughey. All right, all right, all right. So we can't have a video about gentlemanly masculine colognes without talking about an Acqua di Parma. And the one I've picked for this video is one of the best of the line. It's Colonia Intensa. We got spices and incense, but blended with that classic Acqua di Parma Colonia formula. This is a much stronger version of Acqua di Parma's Colonia smell. It's still got that clean freshness, that Italian chic, but this is deeper, it's richer, it's got some incense, it's sweeter, it's a bit more heavyweight. Because of that, it's got better performance, it lasts, it projects more. The type of person I can see wearing this is someone like Bradley Cooper. He has a fresh, clean, elegant style that I think would pair perfectly with Acqua di Parma's Colonia Intensa. Brand new for 2024, this fragrance, but you smell it and it could be 50, 60 years old. It could only be something from Rogue Perfumery. This is the brand new Absolu de Mousse. Extremely rich and potent, thick green mosses, spices and resins. Rogue's Mousse Illuminé was an extremely popular fragrance for people who liked that old school kind of vibe. Well, this brings that, but it adds even more intensity. Extremely masculine, makes a huge statement, very robust, slightly rough around the edges type of smell. The person who I think would pull this off perfectly would be Tom Hardy. He's sophisticated, he's intense, but he's also got a bit of attitude, a bit of a bad boy vibe, which fits perfectly with Absolu de Mousse. Rogue is an American brand, but if you're in the UK and you want to get your hands on Absolu de Mousse or any of the other Rogues, then you can check out my website, Luxe Parfum, link is in the description. Here we have one that has that classic masculine, gentlemanly cologne kind of smell, but with an intriguing Middle Eastern twist. From Zaharoff, its signature pour-on. Just oozes sexy sophistication and gravitas. The quality of this fragrance just smells as good as it gets. I love how clean it is. I love the depth and the performance, but it's also got that gentlemanly elegance. The kind of person who I think would pull this off is, I'm going with Oscar Isaac. A little bit of a rugged quality, but knows how to dress sharp. The next one is a classic aromatic citrus with lots of depth and weight. From Dior, this is Sauvage Parfum. Very well put together vibe, has a real assured confidence about it. Classic, but modern at the same time, has that Dior quality. This is a sensational 10 out of 10 fragrance. And I love that it's got this little bit of modern sweetness with it as well. Someone who I think would wear this fragrance is Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill in a suit, going to a film premiere, wearing Eau Sauvage Parfum, he would smash it. Another brand that we have to have on a list about refined, gentlemanly fragrances is one of the most luxurious. I'd say this one and the Fragrance de Bois are the most luxurious fragrances on this list. Of course, a brand that does luxury so well is Roja Parfums. This is Scandal. It's fresh, it's floral, it's spicy, it's sexy, it's deep, it's sensual, it's lots of things. As with a lot of Roja Parfums fragrances, there's so much in this. It's such a complex fragrance in terms of the notes that are in here, but everything is seamlessly blended. So you get this relatively smooth, sophisticated, luxurious, gentlemanly smell. Extremely well put together. Very gentlemanly scent, but with a little mischievous glint. And I'm not sure what it is about this fragrance, but it's just got a little streak of mischievous running through it. So who better to pair this with than the god of mischief himself. They're very classy, they're very refined, they're very gentlemanly Tom Hiddleston. He's got the class, he's got the elegance, he's obviously a gent, but he's got that cheeky little glint in his eye. That's it for this list. There are obviously lots more that I could have put on the list. We've got the obvious Bond connection with Floris 89, incredible fragrance. We could have included probably another 5 or 6 from Rogue Perfumery, Bon Monsieur, Chypre Siam fragrances that easily could slide into this type of video. Guerlain Habit Rouge, the list could go on and on, but these are the 10 that I just felt like picking for today. I think these are stunning, gentlemanly fragrances. What do you think about my choices here? And what would you go for? What would be your, I don't know, let's say top 3 best quintessential, crisp, refined, elegant, sophisticated, gentlemanly fragrances? Drop those down in the comments. And look, I even put a shirt on for you for this. I don't dress up for these videos very often. I do like to dress up now and then, but I thought for this video I should at least throw a shirt on. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you do all that, you'll see me in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.